Hey guys, welcome back. So first thing, I'm sorry. I keep saying that, oh, there's just a couple more videos, and then I keep finding more things to do to finish up this game. So I'm going to stop saying that there's only so many videos left. So in this video, we're going to clean up our game over system and let us restart when we're out of lives. So first, let's make a couple more text objects. We can right click on our canvas, go to Create, UI Text. This will be our game over text. I'm going to name that right now. We're going to want to put that in the center here. So on our game over text, press Shift and Alt to set that to the center. I'll call this game over text. Put that in there for right now. Let's make it larger, like 36. Let's double click, make that box larger. I'm going to click on a corner and then press Alt. I can make this box pretty big because then I want to, on a paragraph alignment, align it center, both horizontally and vertically. And let's change the color to something that sticks out. So maybe green. Green would mean something good. So, but red goes over our red blocks. So maybe this yellow again. So then let's go into our code and let's adjust some of this. So when we lose our life, or rather when we miss the ball, we're going to run this code. So in lose life, that's already getting called. We're saying that if our lives is greater than or equal to 1, that we're running this. Let's add an else statement to the end of that. So else, if our lives are not greater than 1, we want to say game over, and we're going to run this function. This is going to autocomplete to check game over, but I want to rename that to just be game over. That's going to break my pit script, and I can just even take this line out, I think. We'll delete that from our pit script. Save that. Over here to the game manager. And then in game over, we want to activate or change the text of that game over text. So we also will need another text variable, so another public text. This is our game over text. We will have to assign that in the inspector. And then in game over, we're going to say game over text dot text equals, and then in quotation marks, just game over. We also want to be able to give instructions to our player that, oh, if they want to play again, then they can press some key to restart the game. So let's make another text object. This would be our restart text. No space there. I don't want. Same thing. Let's position this. Put it in the center, but I need to move it down some. So in the position Y, take that down a decent amount. Same thing. Let's bring that out. Click and then drag. Center it. Make it large. This time for our color, maybe we can choose that green. We'll just call this restart text, so we know where we're placing it. And then back in our code, when we start the game, we don't want those to say anything. So in start, before everything else, we will say game over text dot text equals, and then just 2 quotation marks. Same thing, let's add in our restart text, public text, restart text, restart text dot text equals blank. So then down here in our game over function, we can also say restart text dot text equals press R to restart. And so now we want to put in some code that says, hey, when they press R, we'll restart the game. But again, before that, we don't want them to just be able to say, hey, I pressed R and I restarted the game. So we need a private Boolean, a bool, called game over. This is slightly different than our function game over. Make sure your functions have capital letters at the beginning. Our variables won't. And let's set that equal to false to begin with. And then part of game over is the first thing we'll say is game over equals true. And now in our update function, we can say if game over, that's a short way of saying if game over is true, then we'll say if input dot get key down and then in the parentheses for that we'll say key code dot R. So if they press R, then we need another little function called the scene manager. So just like we added in this library up here for the using Unity engine.ui, we need to add in using Unity engine.scene management. And so here we'll say scene manager dot load scene, and then in parentheses for that we need the scene build index to get that to really know what that is. If you ever load a different level, if you come over here to Unity and go to file build settings, these are the scenes that are in the build. You look for that number there is your scene build index. So I can come back to my code and I can just say 0 for this and semicolon. So let's save that and head back to Unity. We can close our build settings and let's check this out with play. Oh, I forgot again. So game manager, we need to apply those 2 text objects that we just made for game over and restart. Now we can hit play. So we'll launch that ball, and I'm just going to purposefully lose. Lost life. Oops, I did it again. There we go. So now notice that once I lost, I don't have, I can still move, but I can't do anything. It doesn't load that ball back in. And now I can press R and that'll restart for me, but something happened. So what's happening, the reason that this is loading to a blank scene is that in our build settings, the scene that's in the build is this sample scene. And at the beginning of this tutorial, we saved as Breakout. So one more step before this is all done is, let me exit play mode. I can add my open scenes, and really I want to take out this sample scene anyway. I don't want that in my build. So I just select it, hit delete, and then it's gone. So my breakout scene is my index 0. So now make sure that the correct scene is in the build before you try to load that back out. And so now this will work. All right, so in the next video, we will build this out and upload it to our GitHub and get us a nice link for us to play.